Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I would like to show you this deck today. This one is called Pain and Drain. Pain and Drain, as you can probably tell by the name, is a deck that does a lot of defense just by draining the opponent's cards, right? And you can see some of the cards that we have in here. There are some really good drain abilities in these cards, right? So you see the Aura Thief. Very nice card here. It says at the end of your turn, if your opponent controls 5 or more non-aura enchantment supports, this creature gets Defender until the beginning of your next turn. Otherwise, and this is most likely going to be the case, otherwise drain 6 mana from your opponent's hand, you gain X mana. X is the amount of mana drained this way. I like this one because basically you'll drain mana from your opponent's hand. It's going to be 6 mana, which is kind of a lot, right? 6 is a lot. You'll gain that 6 mana back in your own hand, so that definitely helps. Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh here is another one that does that drain ability. You can see here, drain 6 mana from the first 2 cards in your opponent's hand. That's going to be really good. I do like this card a whole lot. If you get this card going, your opponent's not going to be able to play a whole lot, especially because you're draining 6 mana every turn, not only from this one, but from the Aura Thief as well. I'll show you what the rest of these abilities are, because this is a really good card. For the -4 shield, it says exile the first opposing creature with cost 8 or greater, then gain X mana. Of course, that's the base mana cost of the card that you just exiled. This is a really good one. Not only does it help you play defense, but it will help you also to get some mana in your hand. So that's great. This -10 shields ability here, this is also a really good one. Exile each opposing creature, then deal 15 damage to your opponent's planeswalker. As I've said in previous videos, this is a card that definitely can be a card that you focus an entire deck around. Alright, so we kind of use that here in this gameplay, and you can see how it is. It's just really dominant. It takes cards out of it takes mana out of the opponent's hand, and if they're able to play something, a creature here, you can destroy it. If you've brought this into the game late and they've already have a few creatures, you just use this and then it'll take out all those creatures. So really amazing stuff there. A couple of other things. Djinn, this is a good one. Djinn's a really good one because you can see here at the beginning of your turn, draw up to 6 cards rather. You'll see why I think this is really important when I show you which planeswalker I'm using. But for all intents and purposes, what you'll notice is that you can use this guy to just draw a ton of cards. Alright? Now, the reason I bring up the Planeswalker is because this is a special deck for Jace the Unraveler of Secrets. This is a very good Planeswalker, especially when you consider this last ability here, Unravel. It says create a support with when you draw a card, each of your creatures gains +4/+4. So it's a nice buff, right? What we're going to try to do is put down some creatures, use that last ability or that Unravel ability, and then basically draw 6 cards every single turn with this. That's going to give you a 24/24 buff for every creature, and hopefully we'll be able to use this as well. Okay, so this one, Days Undoing, says both players move all the cards from their hands to their libraries. The libraries are then shuffled. Both players draw 5 cards. That's going to be good because you're going to be able to draw 5 cards, and then if you have that Unravel ability, you're going to be able to turn those 5 cards into a 20/20 buff for every creature. And you can see really the strength of this deck. Strength of this deck is play some good defense, right? With Aura Thief, Nicol Bolas, Djinn up here. Scalding Viper is a good one. I like this one especially because of this ability here on the backside. You can play some good defense until you're able to hit this Unravel ability. And when you're hitting Unravel, then basically you're going to go on offense, right? You'll be able to use Djinn and Days Undoing to just load up on that buff and then destroy enemy creatures. And really, hopefully, destroy the enemy. Okay, so I'm going to show you some gameplay. You guys can take a look. I do think that this is a really good deck. This is a deck I really feel like is built on a good balance of offense and defense, and both of those things are just incredibly done in this deck. Okay, let's take a look. We got Mox Sapphire, we got Djinn, and then Nicol Bolas. That's a very good hand. Alright, so we'll see what we can do. We'll go like this. Sorry guys, scratchy kind of a voice today. Scratchy voice, but Djinn is out, and you see what Djinn does. Drops all the cards from the opponent's hand, right? So that's huge. That's exactly what we want. and we're drawing 6 here. Okay, now for all intents and purposes, what I'm going to try to do is get Nicol Bolas and the Aura Thief down. At that point, you probably have the case to consider that you have a really good defense going already, and what I'll be just focusing on is hitting those loyalty gems, right? You get those loyalty gems up, you'll be able to put that unravel ability down, and then, as I said, you'll switch from this defense to offense and just be able to totally smash your opponent. Okay, here we go. It's our turn again. Aura Thief looks good. We'll probably get him down. I tell you what, we'll go like this. You'll see why, because he'll put some mana on that first card, and then Aura Thief will come down. I forgot to drain the hand, but you know, they don't have any cards in the hand, so not super worried. Alright, that's an interesting one there. That's going to allow them to play cards just really, really quickly, right? So, gotta be careful there. Other than that, I think we're doing okay. We're going to just try to empty the hand here. We don't need all of these cards. There are some other cards in the deck that I would like to have instead. So we'll just do that. And let's see. Did that already. What I want to do is kind of just free up some of the space out here, so that way I can hopefully connect these guys here and then get the unravel going. But we'll see what's going on. Hour of Promise. So it's really good that they are not really able to use these cards, right? They're able to launch stuff, but then they're not able to pay for things because that's the only card in the hand. So very good there. We're kind of fortunate in that way. All right, let's move the Microsynth Garden out. Traxa out as well. Okay, and then this will be enough for now. As I'm looking around, all right, I think what we'll do is we'll go with this. There we are. There we go, we're doing well here. Okay, so we're playing some good defense. We are hopefully going to be able to move to offense really soon. I'm just going to take a look here. What do we have? Oh, come on. It takes 21 to hit that unravel, so we'll be able to get it this turn most likely. What we're going to try to do is do this. There we are. Go here. This will definitely play us some good defense. It gives us that first strike ability. First strike along with Death Touch here and Vigilance here. Of course, we know that's going to be just great for dealing damage. Alright, so let's see. It's too bad our Jin died there, but that's okay. We will definitely make do. Alright, go like this. Hit the Unravel button there. Jin is here. And let's see if we can get him down. If we can get him down, that would be great. It doesn't look like we have that ability as of yet, so we're just gonna have to be a little more patient. Gonna drain the hand there. Jin is already on the top. Alright, that's good for now. I'm gonna flip this Scalding Viper over into Steam Clean just in case we need some defense. And I tell you what, we'll get rid of these guys here. There we are. Now what we're going to try to do is try to get this guy down, right? And obviously to get him down, let's see if we can get some... Oh, right there. Okay, great. This is great. That's a good, a nice little cascade there. Alright, so what we'll see now is, being that I only have one card in my hand, we'll draw a bunch of cards. And we have that Unravel ability already, right? So the Unravel, as you can see, is going to start loading up these creatures with some nice buffs. What I'm really hoping is for us to draw the Day of Undoing. If we can get your Day of Undoing, that's going to be good. That's going to pretty much signal that we are going to win this game on this turn. Because obviously you're going to be able to discard all the cards in your hand. We'll actually put them into the bottom of your library. And right there. Alright, you know, we call that a top deck. Yeah, right? In the gaming world, you top deck a card. That means basically you pull the card, right? Get you the one that you want right there. And that's exactly what we did. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, this game is over. As you can see, we got some damage. We're gonna hit it here. Days of Undoing will be loaded up. I'll say yes. That's gonna give us 5 more cards, and that 5 new cards that will be played will give us a nice big buff here. They're gonna get 20 extra points of damage. And like I said, guys, this game is over. I hope you guys liked the video. Like and subscribe. Share with all your friends, of course. That really helps the channel. And yeah, that's it for me. Good gaming, guys.